Good morning and welcome back to Ego Classes. So, I have already informed you whenever you want to speak English, you are supposed to focus on something. And what's that? It is all about how exactly you can make a sentence. For making a sentence, you need a lot of, right? And you also need some help. Sometimes we don't know how exactly verbs are being used, but there are certain important verbs that you can use them very frequently in your day-to-day life. These verbs are called common verbs or important verbs. We can name three verbs, different kind of verbs. One is called do verb. You are using do verb most of the time, just like I don't know, what are you doing? Okay, so I do all the things. I don't. So do is commonly used in most of your sentences. And there is also another verb called get verb. That is, are you getting me? Yes, sir, I got you. Where did you get this watch? I got it from Delhi. So get. So get is another, versatile verb. And another verb is called have verb. I'm having my breakfast. I have a ball. I have a pen. I have two brothers. Like that. So have also used in different ways. So in this particular session, we are going to focus on three different verbs. One is called get verb, other is called do verb, and the third is called have verb. Let's start with something called do verb. So before that, I just want to bring this thing before you, which is very important. Okay, which is absolutely important. Just check it out. This is something called the pyramid. This is something called the flow chart. If you don't want to follow the process, it is very difficult for you to speak English. The structure is very important. I have highlighted in red. Okay, why structures are important? Because these structures give you the actual step how exactly you are going to communicate yourself. So if you don't know the structures, then it's very difficult. So this do verb or have verb or something called get verb comes under something called this under this structure. So let's learn something called do verb. How do verb are used? I mean, do verb is used in different sentences. So let me tell you, do verb is used in four different ways. Four different ways. One is called do as the main verb, do as an auxiliary verb, do as a substitute verb, and do as an emphatically used verb. So you might be knowing something called main verb and auxiliary verb. So what is substitute verb and emphatically how it is being used, we are going to examine. And most of the time, you guys are completely wrong whenever you are trying to use English. ଆଜି ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା ବହୁ ଜାଗାରେ ଆପଣ ଭୁଲ ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ ଇଭନ୍ ଡୁ କୁ ୟୁଜ କରିକି ବ୍ୟବହାର କରୁଛନ୍ତି. ଓକେ, so let's learn something called do as a main verb. We have four segments. Under this fourth segment, we are going to learn do as a main verb, do as an auxiliary verb, do as a substitute verb, and do is used as an emphatically verb. Okay, so these are the four different verbs that we are going to use. Okay, so the first one is called do as a main verb. Okay, just check it out. Whenever we say do as a main verb, so every verb has three different forms that you know very well. One is called do, did, done. Eat, ate, eaten. Write, wrote, written. Put, put, put. Speak, spoke, spoken. Like that. So just like do has do, did, done, that this is called B1, B2, and B3. So we have highlighted in three different ways it can be used. The first one is it is used to talk about actions in general. Suppose if you ask you, what are you doing? Why am I asking what are you doing? Because I don't know. So that is something called whenever you used to talk about actions in general. Whenever you are not, if you tell me, hey, what is doing? I know he's doing something. So doing is something called a very general verb. That means whenever I am not sure what exactly you are doing, let me tell you a little bit in Odia. Suppose Aniket sir କିଛି ଗୋଟେ କାମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନି ତ ମତେ ଜଣେ ପଚାରେ ସେ କଣ କରୁଛନ୍ତି I don't know, he might be doing something because that particular I'm journey. There is nothing called particular. If I know he's reading, he's writing, he's operating the computer, he's driving. So these are called verbs, specific verbs. But do is used for general function. That's why we are asking, what are you doing? That because I don't know. If I know that you are writing, I could have been, are you writing? I could have been asked that. But why I'm asking, what are you doing? Because that is something called do is used in a general sense. Okay. That's why not specifying any job or action. What are you doing? He's very busy right now. He is doing something like that. I'm doing something. Don't disturb me. I'm doing something. So like that, I don't reveal what exactly I'm doing. So this is the first verb as a main verb. Do as the main verb. The second one, whenever you want to know someone's profession and job, then you can use this. The what do you do? What does your father do? What does your mother do? Actually, what happens? Suppose if you want to ask my profession, normally we always rely the translation process. What is your profession? This is a very ordinary English. ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ day since day for yesterday, I'm trying to bring some changes in your thinking. सोच बदलो. तो जदि आपण जेते पर्यंत आपणकर से माइंड सेट रहउची जे मते ट्रांसलेशन करिवार अछि तो सेते पर्यंत आपण इंग्लिश कहि परिबेनी मु आपण कहि दउची whether you take it positive way or you take it negative way. I don't know, but I am sure that you cannot speak English because I know when I left this particular concept जे मु जेतले ट्रांसलेशन करिवा छाडी देली सेई दिनटर मु इंग्लिश हे जाई तो मु सेति पे को आपण ट्रांसलेशन छाड दंतु तुमे कोन करूछो tomorrow the profession kono. Lot of people, what is your profession? Look, that's something called a very ordinary English, and it doesn't give you that much of what do you call that. It doesn't look natural. It's a natural process in English, but sometimes it is not. It is not that much of thing. So if you say like that, like if you want to ask somebody's profession, suppose ମୁଁ ଜାଣିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଛି ମାନସ sir କଣ କରୁଛନ୍ତି. So instead of asking like what is your profession, all the so I can ask a very short question that is what do you do? That means what is your profession? The exact word will be that means for your understanding, I want to that is what is your profession? That is something called what is your profession. Okay. So that is something called how exactly I am going to write it. Okay. What is your profession? This is how you are going to say. So whenever you say, like, what do you do? You want to say, what is your profession? But this is not being asked in normal English. It is one translation kori koi, what is your profession? But like, if you want to be completely, just like a native speaker, then what do you do? Suppose ମୁଁ ଜାଣିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଛି ଆପଣଙ୍କ brother କଣ କରୁଛନ୍ତି? What does your brother do? ମୁଁ ଜାଣିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଛି ଆପଣ ବାବା କଣ କରୁଛନ୍ତି? What does your father do? That means I want to know the profession of your father. Look, it's a kedavada sentence hauchi and how it is difficult to. But what do you do? What does your do? What does your wife do? What does your brother do? Like that. What does your brother do? Like that you can ask. So the moment you are trying to know the profession of somebody, and this is called natural English. ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ପ୍ରଥମରୁ କହିଛି, like native speaker, the people of America and Britain, they use certain procedure. So ଆମେ ତାଙ୍କୁ follow କରିବା. ଆପଣ ଆପଣଙ୍କ language କୁ translation କରନ୍ତୁନି. Many a times I told ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଏବେ ବି କହୁଛନ୍ତି ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପ୍ଲାଟଫର୍ମ ରେ 6 ମାସ ହେଲା ରହିଲି ଇଂଲିଶ କହିପାରୁନି ତାହେଲେ ଆପଣ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଲେସନ ଟିକୁ ଛାଡି ପାରିନାହାନ୍ତି. ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଲେସନ ଛାଡି ଦେଇଥିଲେ 2 ମାସରେ ଇଂଲିଶ କହିଦେଇଥାନ୍ତି. So forget about translation, right? And this is the second thing. And the third thing is that sometimes whenever you are trying to study the subject, ଧରନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି like law ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି. ମୁଁ ପଚାରିବି ସାର୍ ଆପଣ ଏବେ କଣ ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି? I am studying law. So studying is a very normal thing. Even a class 4 standard student can say studying. So instead of studying, whenever you are doing any professional course, you can doing that course. ଯଦି ଆପଣ କରିଦେଇଛନ୍ତି I have done that. So like that, suppose upon a law କରୁଛନ୍ତି, how exactly you can say I am studying law? This is normal English. You can say I am doing law. You can say I am doing law. Okay. So do you understand how do it being used in different ways? Okay. I am doing law. That means upon a law କରୁଛନ୍ତି. ଯଦି ଆପଣ PhD କରୁଛନ୍ତି, I am studying PhD. No, I am doing PhD. ଆପଣ engineering ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି, I am doing engineering. ଆପଣ like medical ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି, I am doing medical. So like so ଯୋଉ professional ଯୋଉ ଜିନିଷ ହଉଛି veterinary, I am doing veterinary science. Suppose ଆପଣ humanity ଉପରେ କିଛି କରୁଛନ୍ତି, you can say I am doing humanity. So like that. So this is all about whenever you are trying to talk about the professionals. So normally ଆମେ କଣ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ଆମେ studying କରୁଛନ୍ତି. I'm studying engineering. Look, I'm studying engineering is not wrong. I've already informed you. If you ask what is your profession, it's not wrong also. But this is merely a translated format. ମୁଁ ବାରମ୍ବାର ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କହିଛି, ଆପଣ ଇଂଲିଶରେ ଆପଣ ସୋଚରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଥିଙ୍କିଂରେ ଟିକେ ଚେଞ୍ଜେସ୍ ଆଣନ୍ତୁ. ଇଟ୍ସ ଅଲ୍ ଆବାଉଟ୍ ଚେଞ୍ଜିଂ ଦ ପରସେପ୍ସନ. ଇଂଲିଶ ପଢିବା ପାଇଁ କିଛି ଆପଣଙ୍କର କିଛି ଗୋଟେ ସୋଚ ବଦଳେ. ଆପଣ ସେ ପୁରୁଣା ମାଇଣ୍ଡ ସେଟ୍ ରହିକି if you are trying to learn the new English, it is not going to help you. You have to think something. ଆପଣ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ବହୁତ ସମୟରେ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କିଛି ଜିନିଷ ଦେଖଉଛି, ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ସାର୍ ମାନେ ଏଇଭଳିଆ ଜିନିଷ ୟୁଜ କରନ୍ତୁନି. ଦିସ୍ ଇଜ କଲ୍ଡ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଲେଟ ଫର୍ମାଟ, ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆପଣ ୟୁଜ କରୁଥିଲେ ଆଉ ଏଇଟା ନାହିଁ. ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ଏନସିଆରଟି ବହି ଫଲୋ କରନ୍ତୁ, ଆପଣ ଦେଖିପାରିବେ ଦିଜ୍ ଆର୍ ଦ ଥିଙ୍ଗସ୍ ବିଙ୍ଗ ରିଫ୍ଲେକ୍ଟେଡ. ଆମର ଏନସିଆରଟି ବୁକ୍ ଯୋଉଟା ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ଫର ହାୟର ଷ୍ଟଡି ପାଇଁ ବା ଆପଣ ଯଦି ମାନଙ୍କର କୌଣସି କମ୍ପିଟିସନ ପାଇଁ ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି, you can easily check it out. These are the things that you use whenever you want to say something. But mostly it is not in Odia medium school student re apan jo bahi achi, these things are not reflected because the people are like this. But if you are trying to follow any NCERT or English medium book, all the things will get it. ତ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ କହୁଛି ଆପଣ ଟିକେ ଆପଣ ସୋଚ ବଦଳେଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ. ଆପଣ ଆଉ ଓଡିଆ ପଢୁନାହାନ୍ତି ନା. ଆପଣ ଯଦି କହିବେ ସାର୍ ଏବେ ବି ମୁଁ ମୋ ସ୍କୁଲରେ ପଢୁଛି, then this is a problem. You are not studying in school, you are professional, you are a teacher, you are a doctor, you are an engineer, or you are a student going for higher study. So like that. So ଆପଣ ସୋଚ ବଦଳେଇ, ଆପଣ ସ୍କୁଲ କଥା ଭାବନ୍ତୁନି. You have to think something different because you are a professional or an aspiring professional. So you have to think positively. Okay. So what exactly you understand? ଆମେ do verb ଟାକୁ ତିନିଟା way ରେ ବ୍ୟବହାର କରିପାରିବା as a main verb. Whenever you want to ask any general question, what are you doing? All the things I am doing something. ତାମାନେ ମୁଁ କିଛି ଜଣେଇବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁନି. I am busy, I am doing something. Don't disturb. ଯଦି ଆପଣ କାହାର profession ବିଷୟରେ ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି, ask a very simple question. What do you do? Or what does your father do? What does your boss do? What does anybody like? And we are trying to talk about a subject. ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ ବିଷୟ ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି professional courses. Normally ଆପଣ ଅନେକ ଗୋଟେ professional courses ଅଛି. ତ ସେଇ ସମୟରେ ଆପଣ ସେଇ ସମୟରେ instead of study what ଟାକୁ ବାହାର କରିଦିଅନ୍ତି. So that's not natural speak. କିନ୍ତୁ ସେଇଟା wrong ହବନି. ମୁଁ ବାରମ୍ବାର କହୁଛି that's not wrong. ତ ଯଦି ଆପଣ କହିବେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ, ଆପଣ କହିବେ ଯେ ସାର୍ I quit smoking. Suppose ଆପଣ ସ୍ମୋକିଂ କରୁଥିଲେ, ଆପଣ କହିବେ ସାର୍ I quit smoking last year. So that's okay. এটা କିଛି ମାନେ not wrong. But I gave up smoking. That's called natural because it's a phrasal verb. ଆଉ natural speaker ହବା ପାଇଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଅନେକ ଗୋଟେ phrasal verb use କରିବା ପାଇଁ ପଡିବ. Right? I destroyed the building. I pulled down the building. So I mean native speaker use pull down. So pull down is something called, what do you call, a phrasal verb. ତ ଆପଣ ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି ଏଇଟା କହିଲେ ଠିକ ହବ ବଟ୍ ସେଇଟା କହିଲେ this is a translated format, ଯୋଉଟା ଆମ ମାଇଣ୍ଡ ସେଟ୍ ରହିଯାଉଛି ପିଲାଦିନ. So that's why I'm always telling you, bring some changes in your spoken English or written English, then it is going to help you. Now this is clear to everybody. Do as a main verb, it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think it's clear to
Yes,
everybody.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, if it is clear, then I'm going to learn something called do as a auxiliary verb. Okay, do as a auxiliary verb. ଆପଣ ଏଇଟାକୁ ଠିକ ସମୟରେ ସ୍କ୍ରିନଶଟ ନେଇଯାଆନ୍ତୁ. Possible take a screenshot everybody please. Okay, take a screenshot right away. Right now let me teach you something called do as an auxiliary verb. So whenever I say do as an auxiliary verb, that we are using do, does, and the. That so something called I, we, you, and they. These are the four different things. And what do you use? This is something called do. And he, she, and something called he, she, and what do you call that? It called does. It upon Janichan. This is something called that almost from a long time. I, we, you, they always take do, and he, she called does because he, she called third person singular. And for the past tense, it is always take I did, we did, you did, they did, he did, she did, it did, right? So basically, do and does rate changes for present tense time, but past tense time no changes. So normally we do as an auxiliary verb to make negative or interrogative sentence. Upon just negative sentence karan, like no, I don't know, he doesn't know, I did not go there, so like that. So normally this is not a big deal. Like upon use since your childhood, like do as an auxiliary verb, place whenever you want to make a negative sentence. I eat mango. I don't eat it mango, right? So do you go there? I don't go there. Do you wake up at 6 o'clock? No, I don't. I, you are using so do as an auxiliary verb. Like that. Did you attend the class yesterday? Like that is a question. So for questioning or for something called the negative sentence, should I mean negative report not like so say I mean do kimba does de এটা ব্যবহার করছেন that's pretty clear that it is বুঝিবার নাই, right? Because you have been using it. But let me tell you, this is one of the uses of যেহেতু আমি এটাকে or you are trying to teach you using all the methodology. So কোন জায়গায় use হচ্ছে I'm trying to bring out just it's for your understanding that I have nothing to explain this. Okay. Only thing is that you can take a screenshot if possible. And I'm going to give you this is very important. আমি কইছিলে do as an emphatic form. Do as a substitute verb, try to log. କାହିଁକି ନା ମୁଁ କହିଥିଲି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ just take it out. Main verb ହେଇଗଲା ଆମର, auxiliary verb ହେଇଗଲା and substitute verb. ଏଇ substitute verb ଟା is little bit difficult for you. କାହିଁକି ନା ଆମେ ଜାଣିକି ମଧ୍ୟ ବ୍ୟବହାର କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି. For example, if I'll ask you, ମୁଁ ଯଦି ଅନିକେତ ସାର୍ଙ୍କୁ କୁମନ ସାର୍ଙ୍କୁ ମାନସ ସାର୍, did you attend my class yesterday? No sir. ଆପଣ କହିଲେ no sir. ମୁଁ କହିଲି ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ ଭୁଲ ଅଛି. ଆପଣ କହିଲେ ସାର୍ କାହିଁ ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ ଭୁଲ ହେଲା? ମୁଁ ତ କହିଲି no sir. ଆପଣ no sir ଟା କାହିଁ କହିଲେ? ନାଇଁ sir. ନାଇଁ ମାନେ no. ସାର୍ ମାନେ ସାର୍ ହବ, ନାଇଁ ସାର୍ ହବ, ନାଇଁ ସାର୍ ଓଡ଼ିଆକୁ ଆପଣ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଲେସନ କରି କହିଲେ, ଆପଣ ଇଂଲିଶ କଣ କହିଲେ? ଇଟ୍ସ ନଟ୍ ଇଂଲିଶ. ଯଦି ଆମେ ସବଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁଟ ଭର୍ବ ମାନେ କଣ? ଯଦି ମୁଁ ଡୁ, ଡଜ୍ ବା ଡିଡ୍ ରୁ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରୁଛି, ଆପଣ ଆନ୍ସର ସେଇ ଅନୁସାରେ ଦେବେ. ଫର ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ, ଡୁ ୟୁ ଲାଇକ୍ ଟୁ ଇଟ୍? ୟେସ୍ ଆଇ ଡୁ. ଆପଣ ସେଇଟା କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି ୟେସ୍, because that's the tendency we have developed from our school days. এটা ଆପଣଙ୍କର କିଛି ଭୁଲ ନାହିଁ. ଯଦି ଆମେ ଡୁ ୟୁ ନୋ ଦ ଆନ୍ସର? ୟେସ୍ ସାର୍. ଆମକୁ ସେଇ ସମୟରେ କୁହା ହଉନଥିଲା ଯେ ୟେସ୍ ଆଇ ଡୁ. ଆମକୁ କହିଥିଲା ଇଧର ପୁରା ବାକ୍ୟରେ କୁହ କିମ୍ବା ୟେସ୍ ନୋ ରେ କୁହ. ଆମକୁ କହିଥିଲା ୟେସ୍ ନୋ ଟା ହଉଛି short form. No, I do is the short form. ତାମାନେ do ଜାଗାରେ ଆପଣ suppose ଆପଣ କହିବେ do you like, ଯଦି ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଗୋଟେ question ପଚାରିବି do you like sweet? ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଯଦି ମନେକର actually sweet ଭଲ ଲାଗୁଛି, ମୁଁ କହିବି ଯେ ପୁରା ବାକ୍ୟରେ କୁହ, ଆପଣ କେମିତି କହିବେ? yes sir, I like sweets. ତ I like sweets କହିବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ, I do, ତାମାନେ I like sweets. Did you attend the class yesterday? Yes, I attended the class yesterday. ଏତେ କହିବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ, yes I did. That ହେଲା did ରୁ. So remember, that is something called the substitute verb. And that is most of the time whenever you are trying to answer and we are going horrible wrong. And that is something we don't know. ଆମେ yes no ରେ answer ଦେଇ ଦଉଛନ୍ତି. Did you like my class? Yes sir. Yes sir. ମୁଁ ବି ସେଇ ଫର୍ମାଟରେ ଥିଲି. କଣ ପାଇଁ? ନା ଆମକୁ ସେମିତି ପଢା ହଉଥିଲା ଯେ yes sir କୁହନ୍ତୁ. Yes sir ମାନେ କଣ? It can be anything. But whenever you say yes sir I did, yes sir I do, does your son go to school every day? Yes sir he does. Do you speak English? Yes, I do. So like that. But ए फॉर्मेट को आमे यूज करू ना हंती and that's why किंतु देखो आमे एवडा यूज न करी कि आमे चाहू हम इंग्लिश कहबा इंग्लिश पर केमति कहबा इंग्लिश कहया पई किछि पारखनिया दरकार and you have to learn fast. You want to be natural speaker and you have to say like this. सेटा न यूज करके आमे कहू आमे इंग्लिश कहबा सर हम जल्दी इंग्लिश कह नो इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल. You have to go all the nitty gritty before trying to. It's a recurring deposit. It's not lump sum deposit in one, I mean, in a lump sum deposit or a one time deposit. Learning English, recurring deposit. Every day learn something, learn something, learn something. You have to, elongate your, I mean, horizon, try to speak English. Okay. So they can't do it. So we can use do instead of repeating all the words in a class. Do substitute all the words we don't repeat. Just like, do you like sweet? Yes, sir. I like sweet. Empty yes, sir, I do. Do money. I like sweet. Do you think they will recognize me? I do. Did you take your lunch? Yes, I do. Does he go to school every day? Yes, he does. I went to theater yesterday. I did too. I went also. It's I did too. Like that. Upon did do outdoors बाहर करिकी आपण जानछंती केवल ही सीट पाखरे डज लागिवो आयु बी पाखरे एडा सब डू लागिवो and past tense रे did लागिवो. So basically whenever you are trying to somebody ask you मन बितांतु आपण को जल्दी जने did रे क्वेश्चन स्टार्ट कला बा डज रे क्वेश्चन स्टार्ट कला बा डू रे क्वेश्चन स्टार्ट कला आपण yes I do he does yes I did you attend my class yesterday? Yes sir I did. Oh, and that is called natural English. That is called natural English. ଆଉ ଆମେ ଯୋଉ କହୁଛୁ ଇଏ ସାର୍ ଏଟା କାହିଁ କହୁଛେ ନା ଓଡିଆରେ ଅଛି ହଁ ଆପଣ ନିଜେ କୁହନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ସାର୍ କାଲି ଆସିଥିଲେ ହଁ ସାର୍ ତାପରେ ହଁ ର ଇଂଲିଶ ହଉଛି ଇଏସ୍ ତ ସାର୍ ଆଉ କଣ ଆଉ ତମେ ସାର୍ କୁ ଆଉ କିଛି କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି ବିକଜ ଇଟ୍ସ ଅଲରେଡି ଇନ୍ ମାଉଥ ଆମେ ତାକୁ ଓଡିଆ କରିକି ହଁ ଶିକ୍ଷକ କହିବାନି ମହାଶୟ କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି ହଁ ସାର୍ କହୁଛନ୍ତି so that's a part of the life. ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ସାର୍ କହୁଛୁ whenever we want to respect somebody. So let me tell you, the same information translation kari koi but that is not natural. So that is whenever somebody put any questions to you using do, does or did, try to understand, answer it accordingly. ଯଦି do ରେ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ପଚାରୁଛି ଆପଣ do you like my class? Yes sir I do. Oh, did you come to the playground yesterday? ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଆସିଥିବେ yes I did. ଯଦି ଆସିନଥିବେ no sir I didn't. ଆପଣ like ମାମା କୁ ସ୍ୱିଟ୍ସ ଭଲ ଲାଗେ does your mother like sweet? Yes she does. ତାମାନେ ତାକୁ ଭଲ ଲାଗେ ନା ତାକୁ ଭଲ ଲାଗେନି no she doesn't. Oh, and that is something called do as a substitute verb, and this is one of the powerful expressions that we don't use normally. ଆମେ କେବଳ yes and no ରହି ଯାଉଛୁ and that is why our English is not natural. ଭାବନ୍ତୁ ଟିକେ like no ସଚ ବଦଳି ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ବାରମ୍ବାର କହୁଛି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଥିଙ୍କିଂ ବଦଳାନ୍ତୁ ଇଂଲିଶ ପଢିବା ପାଇଁ ଆପଣ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ଇଂଲିଶ ପଢିବା ପାଇଁ you want to speak English, you want to write English, you want to do something. So with the old mindset you cannot use the new language formula. Old mindset रे ଆପଣ यूज କରି परिबेनी ଆପଣ से केमति आगुरु पढुथिले जदि केमति भाबिबे difficult for you. You have to bring some changes. You have to think yes, lot of changes are there. We are living almost 2023 and you are trying to think something 80s or 90s. ଆପଣ ସ୍କୁଲ ସମୟରେ 90 ଦଶକରେ ବା 2000 ମସିହା କଥା ଏବେ ଭାବୁଛନ୍ତି 20 30 ବର୍ଷ ତଳ କଥା. You are trying to speak English. Not possible. Not possible. It's just like using 2G, thinking of 2G in 5G जमाना. 5G जमाना ରେ ଆପଣ 2G ଚିନ୍ତା କରିକି ଚିନ୍ତା କରୁଛନ୍ତି ମୁଁ କଲ୍ କରିବି. And you using a that Nokia set. And people laugh at you because hey, gone. Because that is everything has been changed. Even small kids know how to use mobile phones. And you are thinking of 2G, exactly same thing. ଆପଣ ଦେଖିବେ ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ standard 2 student को जो इंग्लिश मीडियम रे पढुची ताको एला सिखाओ जदि आपण घरे के इंग्लिश मीडियम रे पढुचंती आपण भी तांकर बही को देखि पारन तां ग्रामर बुक रे एमती सब पढाओ If somebody tell you how exactly you are going to, do you like to it? Yes, I do. From their childhood itself, they have been, instructed to follow the patterns of English. This is called exact patterns of English. Not yes sir, no sir. Translation is something called a bogus thing. That how mu kharap word use kari because we all are respected teamers. So you are not my friend, so I can use any slang. But let me tell you, translation is the bogus thing. It's a word. This is something called pick to the dustbin. Translation କରିକି ଆଜି କେହି ଇଂଲିଶ କହିନାହାନ୍ତି ଆଉ ଯୋଉମାନେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଯେମିତି ଆମେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ବ୍ରୋକନ ଇଂଲିଶ ସେଟା ଇଂଲିଶ ନୁହଁ ବ୍ରୋକନ ଇଂଲିଶ ଆଉ ବ୍ରୋକନ ଇଂଲିଶ ଶିଖିବାର ଅଛି ତ ଆମେ କିଛି କହିପାରିବାନି ବଟ୍ you don't want to tell you like to learn broken English. So translation ଟି ଛାଡି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ. Right now this is clear to everybody, yes or no? Who has a substitute Bob? Everybody
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
got it? That's very
Yes, sir.
important. ବାରମ୍ବାର ମୁଁ କହୁଛି ହଁ yes. So let me tell you ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ନିଜର changes କର because you are learning something new and you are living in the same dream like no you are in school and college. It's not going to happen. Okay, so this is very important. The next one I would like to inform you something called do as an emphatic verb. So what do you mean by that? Okay, do as an emphatic verb. ଯେତେବେଳେ ମୁଁ କହୁଛି do as an emphatic verb, what do you mean by that? ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ suppose ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ word କଣ ୟୁଜ କରୁଛନ୍ତି most of the time ଆପଣ ଜାଣିଥିବେ most of the time ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ word ବ୍ୟବହାର କରୁଛନ୍ତି and ସେ word ଟା ହଉଛି କଣ like must. ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ word must ବ୍ୟବହାର କରୁଛନ୍ତି do you know must, and must is used whenever you want to use something called you know like ଯୋଉଟା ନିଶ୍ଚିତ ଆପଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି. Okay, suppose ମୁଁ କହିବି please come or come, ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଏଇ word ଟା କହିଲି come ଗୋଟେ ଏମିତି and ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ word କହିଲି do come. So ୟା ଭିତରେ difference କଣ ଅଛି? What is the difference you are getting? That is something called very important. ୟା ଭିତରେ difference କଣ ଅଛି? ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ ଏବେ କିଛି ସମୟ ଆଗରୁ କହୁଥିଲି do ଟା ଗୋଟେ verb and ଦିଟା verb they cannot coexist. ଦିଟା verb coexist ହେଇପାରିବନି unless until using command and or. I am eating and drinking. I am eating, command drinking and running. that ଆପଣ କହିବେ ତ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣ ଦେଖିଛନ୍ତି ଏଇଟା ନର୍ମାଲ ଥିଙ୍ଗ ଯଦି ଇଂଲିଶ ଆପଣ ପଢିଛନ୍ତି ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ତାକୁ ତାହେଲେ ଦିଟା ଭର୍ବ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଲାଗେ ପାଖାପାଖି ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ କମା ଦିଅନ୍ତି and ଦିଅନ୍ତି or ଲଗାନ୍ତି ତାକୁ ଲଗେଇଲେ ସେ ଦିଟାକ ଲଗେଇ ପାରିବେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ଏମିତି ଲଗେଇବେନି I am eating drinking କମା ଲାଗି ନଥିବ ତ and ଲାଗି ନଥିବ ତ ଆପଣ କହିବେ ଏଇଟା ଗ୍ରାମାର କଣ ପାଇଁ ନା that is how the grammar has been framed. ତ ଗ୍ରାମାର ରୁଲ କହୁଛି ଯେ ଦିଟା ଭର୍ବ ଯଦି ପାଖାପାଖି ଲାଗିବେ ମୁଁ କହିବି ଯେ ଆପଣ କଣ ଆପଣ ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି ଲେଖୁଛନ୍ତି I am reading and studying, I am writing and listening. ତ and କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ ତା ଜିନିଷ କହିଲେ ପ୍ରଥମଟା କମା ଲାଗିବ ଦ୍ୱିତୀୟଟା I am reading writing କମା ପ୍ରଥମେ ଲାଗିବ କମା and listening ଏଇଟା ଆପଣ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି right. Sometimes they also use or ଯୋଉଟା ଆପଣ guess କରୁଛନ୍ତି he might be reading or playing. ଆପଣ ଇଦର ଦିଟା ଭର୍ବ ବା ତିନିଟା ଭର୍ବ ଯଦି ଲାଗୁଛି ଆପଣ କମାଟେ ଲଗେଇଥିବେ or ଲାଗିଥିବ କିମ୍ବା and ଲାଗିଥିବ ଲାଗିଲେ ସେ ଭର୍ବ ଟା ମାନେ ଦିଟାକ ସବଷ୍ଟେନ୍ କରିବେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଦିଟା ଭର୍ବ without this punctuation ଆମେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି କମାଟା ହେଲା ଗୋଟେ punctuation mark and or କିମ୍ବା and ହେଲା conjunction ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆମେ ନେକ୍ସଟ ସେଗମେଣ୍ଟରେ ପଢିବା ତ ସେଟା ନଥିଲେ ଆପଣ ଦିଟାକ ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ କହିପାରିବେନି ବା ଲେଖିପାରିବେନି right. Right now it's very important for you to understand ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ବୁଝେଇବାର ମତେ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ଅଛି ତାହେଲେ ଯେ do ଟା କେମିତି ମୁଁ ଲଗେଇଦେଲି do come ଆପଣଙ୍କ do ଟା ଗୋଟେ verb ନା ଆପଣ ଏଠି କମା ଦେଲେ ନା ଏଠି and ଲାଗିଲା ନା କିଛି ଲାଗିଲାନି ତାହେଲେ ଠିକ ହବ ନା ଭୁଲ ହବ ଆପଣ ଭାବୁଥିବେ ଭୁଲ ହବ ବୋଲି no ମୁଁ already କହିଦେଉଛି English is a very fun language. It's a crazy stuff. ଗୋଟେ ପାଗଳ ଇଏ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଗୋଟେ ପାଗଳକୁ ପାଗଳ ଭଳିଆ ବ୍ୟବହାର କରନ୍ତୁ ଠିକ ହବ because I have been living this guy for more than 15 years. I love this guy. So, okay, mate kichi ମାନେ କିଛି ଫରକ ପଡୁନି I know that it has a lot of ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଇଂଲିଶ ଯେତିକି ନିୟମ ଅଛି ଏକ୍ସେପସନ ତାର ଡବଲ ଅଛି କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଓଡିଆ ଆମେ ପଢିଛେ ଆମକୁ ଯୋଉଟା ନିୟମ ଅଛି ଆଉ ସେ ନିୟମରେ ପ୍ରଥମରୁ ଆମେ ଚାଲିଛେ ଏଥିରେ ଏକ୍ସେପସନ ନାହିଁ ଓଡିଆ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜରେ ଏକ୍ସେପସନ ନାହିଁ ତ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏଥିରେ ଏକ୍ସେପସନ ପଳେଇ ଆସୁଛି ଆମେ ପିଲାଦିନୁ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷରେ ଅଭ୍ୟସ୍ତ ହଉଛନ୍ତି ଗୋଟେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ରୁଲ କହିବି ମୁଁ କହିବି ଏଠି ଟିକେ ଚେଞ୍ଜ କରିଦିଅ ସେଇଟା ହେଲା ଏକ୍ସେପସନ ମୁଁ କହିବି ଆପଣ ତାକୁ ନମସ୍କାର କରନ୍ତୁ ପୁଣି କହିବି ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ତାକୁ ନମସ୍କାର କଲେ ତ ତାକୁ ନମସ୍କାର କରନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ କହିବେ ସାର୍ ଆପଣ ବା ଏବେ କହିଥିଲେ ମୁଁ କହିଥିଲି ଯେ ଏହା କେତେ କହିଥିଲେ ତ ଆପଣ କହିବେ ଇଏ ପାଗଳ ହେଇଯାଇଛି ବିକଜ telling something when one place to defy the same logic in the next instance and that is called English ଏବେ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କହୁଥିଲି ଯେ ଆପଣ verb ୟୁଜ କରିବେ ଦିଟା ଯଦି verb ୟୁଜ କରିବେ and or କମା ଦେବେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଏବେ ମୁଁ କହିବି ଏଇଟା ଠିକ ହବ କାହିଁକି ଠିକ ହବ ବିକଜ ଇଂଲିଶ ଇଜ ଫୁଲ ଅଫ ଏକ୍ସେପସନ୍ସ ଯଦି ଆପଣ actually ଇଂଲିଶ ପଢିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି you have to learn more exceptions and real grammar and I mean rules and regulations ଆପଣ ବିଲିଭ କରନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଲିଷ୍ଟ ଦେବି ଯଦି ଗ୍ରାମାରରେ 100 ରୁଲ୍ସ ମୁଁ ଜାଣିଛି 200 ଏକ୍ସେପସନ ଜାଣିଛି ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଇଂଲିଶ କହିପାରୁ ମନେ ରଖିଥାନ୍ତୁ once more I am trying to repeat it ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଇଂଲିଶ କହିବେ ଲେଖିବେ ଏକ୍ସେପସନ ଯଦି ଅଧିକ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ୟୁ ବିକମ୍ ଏ ଫୁଲ ଟାଇମ କାହିଁକି ନା ବେସିକାଲି ଏକ୍ସେପସନରେ ଭୁଲ ହେଇଥାଏ ଆଉ ମନେ ରଖିଥାନ୍ତୁ ଇଂଲିଶ ଗ୍ରାମାର କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆଇଏଏସ୍ ହଉ ଓପିଏସସି ଏକ୍ଜାମ ହଉ କିମ୍ବା ଆପଣଙ୍କର ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କିଂ ଏକ୍ଜାମ ହଉ ରେଲୱେ ଏକ୍ଜାମ ହଉ ସେ ଏକ୍ସେପସନ ଉପରେ ହିଁ କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆସେ ରୁଲ ଉପରେ କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆସେନି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ପଡିବନି ଏମିତି କୋଉଠି ଲାଗିବ କାରଣ ଆପଣ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ଏକ୍ସେପସନ ଏଇ ଜାଗାରେ ଲାଗିବନି ଜାଗାରେ ବି ଲାଗିବ ନାହିଁ ସେଇଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ପଡିବ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କୌଣସି ୟୁନିକ୍ ଜାଗାରେ ବି ଲାଗିବ କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ବି ଲଗେଇବେ ତ ଏଭରେଜ କହିବେ କଣ କରୁଛେ ଲେଫ୍ଟ ଏତ ସବୁ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ଲିଷ୍ଟ ଅଛି ସେ ସମୟରେ ଦି ଲାଗିବ କିନ୍ତୁ ଚିଲିକା ପାଖରେ ଦି ଲାଗିବ ସେ ଚିଲିକାଟା ପଡେ ତ ଆପଣ କହିବେ ତ ରୁଲ ଯେତିକି ଅଛି ଏକ୍ସେପସନ ଆର୍ ମୋର ଆଉ ଏକ୍ସେପସନ ଉପରେ ଫୋକସ କରନ୍ତୁ and here is one exception ତ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କଣ ଏବେ କହୁଥିଲି whenever two verbs coexist in a sentence side by side there will be comma there will be or there will be ନହେଲେ ହେଇପାରିବ ନାହିଁ କିନ୍ତୁ ଏଠି ଡୁ ଲାଗିଲା ମାନେ ଏଠି ଡୁ ଇଜ ନଟ୍ ଆଟ୍ ଅଲ୍ ସିରିୟସଲି ଯଦି ଭର୍ବ ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା ତାହେଲେ ମୁଁ ଡୁ ଲଗେଇଥାନ୍ତି ଆଇ ଆମ୍ ଡୁଇଂ ସମଥିଙ୍ଗ ଆଣ୍ଡ କମିଂ ତ ମୁଁ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଲଗେଇଥାନ୍ତି ଯେହେତୁ ସେ ଭାବରେ ବ୍ୟବହାର କରାଯାଉନି ତାହେଲେ ମୁଁ ଏଠି ଲଗେଇଲି ନାହିଁ ତାହେଲେ କଣ ବ୍ୟବହାର କରାଗଲା ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ ୟୁଜ ଟୁ ଗିଭ୍ ଏମ୍ଫାସିସ୍ what is emphasis stress you are trying to say something ଆପଣ ଟିକେ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସ୍ ଦିଅନ୍ତି ତାକୁ ଆପଣ କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି ତାପରେ ବେଶୀ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସ୍ ଦିଅ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସ୍ ମାନେ କଣ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ଫର ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ଆପଣ ଜଣକୁ ଡାକୁଛନ୍ତି ଫର ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ଲାଇକ नो ଭାବନ୍ତୁ ଇତିଶ୍ରୀ ମ୍ୟାମଙ୍କର କାଲି ହଉଛି ବାର୍ଥଡେ ତ ତାଙ୍କର ଜଣେ ଫ୍ରେଣ୍ଡ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେ ତାକୁ ବାରମ୍ବାର ଫୋନ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ କହୁଛନ୍ତି କାଲି ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଆସିବୁ ତତେ ଅପେକ୍ଷା କରିକି ରହିଲି ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ହେଲା ମୁଁ ଅପେକ୍ଷା କରିକି ଅଛି କେବେ ତୁ ନ ଆସିଲେ କରିବୁନି ଲାଇକ ତ ସେଇଟା ହେଲା ଓଡିଆରେ କହିଦେଲେ ଇଂଲିଶରେ କଣ ତାକୁ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଲେସନ କରିବେ କମ୍ have to come you will come ଆପଣ ଏମିତି କହିବେ then you are a man କାହିଁକିନା ଓଡିଆରେ ଆମେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଇଂଲିଶରେ ତାକୁ ସ୍ଲୋଲି ସ୍ଲୋଲି କୁହାଯାଏ ଓନ୍ଲି ୱାନ୍ ସ୍ଲୋଲି ଆମେ ଓଡିଆରେ କଣ କହୁଛେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଟିକେ ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ ଆସନ୍ତୁ ମନେକର ଆପଣଙ୍କର ରୋଡ ଟା ଟିକେ ମଡି ଅଛି ସ୍ଲିପେଜ ହଉଛି ତ ଆପଣ ପଡିଯିବାର ସମ୍ଭାବନା ଅଛି ଯଦି ମୁଁ ସେଇ ରାସ୍ତାରେ ଯାଉଛି ଆଣ୍ଡିବା ମାଇ ଫ୍ରେଣ୍ଡ ୟୁ ଆର୍ ଟ୍ରାଇଂ ଟୁ ଗାଇଡ ମି ଆପଣ କଣ କରିବେ ସାର୍ ଟିକେ ଆସ୍ତେ ଆସ୍ତେ ଆସନ୍ତୁ କାହିଁକିନା ସେଇଠି 5 ଜଣ ପଡିଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ 6 ଜଣ ହେଇପାରନ୍ତି ତେଣୁ ଟିକେ ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ ଆସନ୍ତୁ ତ ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ କୁ ଇଂଲିଶରେ କୁହାଯାଏ ସ୍ଲୋ ନଟ୍ ସ୍ଲୋଲି ସ୍ଲୋଲି that is the beauty of written and spoken English ତ ଆପଣ ଓଡିଆରୁ ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଲେସନ କଲେ ତାହେଲେ ଆପଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ ଆସନ୍ତୁ କମ ସ୍ଲୋଲି କାହିଁ କହୁନାହାନ୍ତି କମ ସ୍ଲୋଲି ସ୍ଲୋଲି ଧୀରେ ତ ସ୍ଲୋଲି ଏଗେନ୍ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଧୀରେକୁ ସ୍ଲୋଲି ତ ସେଇ ସମୟରେ କାହିଁ କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି that is why I told it is a backward thing ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଲେସନ ଟାକୁ ମୁଣ୍ଡରୁ ବାହାର କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ସମସ୍ତେ ଗ୍ୟାରେଣ୍ଟି ଦଉଛି within 2 months ରେ ଆପଣ will be super fluent ଯଦି ନ ହବେ come to me I am going to guide you but let me tell you ଆପଣ ସେଟା ଜାଣି ପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି ମୁଁ କଣ କରିବି most of the time you are always clicking to translation translation. No problem, right? So right now come to the point. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣ କୌଣସି ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ stress ଦଉଛନ୍ତି in American and British English, basically what happens? They use a lot of do. ସେମାନେ ବାରମ୍ବାର କହନ୍ତିନି ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷଟାକୁ they say do come, ତାମାନେ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଆସନ୍ତୁ, ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଆସିବେ। ଆପଣ ଯେମିତି କହୁଛନ୍ତି ନା ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଆସିବୁ, ଠିକ ମୁଁ ରାଗିବି ନହେଲେ ମୁଁ ତ ମ୍ୟାରେଜ କୁ ଯାଇଥିଲି, ମୋ ମ୍ୟାରେଜ କୁ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଆସିଲା କିନ୍ତୁ କ୍ରିଏଟ୍ ଷ୍ଟୋରି ଆଉଟ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଇଟ୍। ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ବ୍ୟବହାର କରୁଛନ୍ତି। That is called do come. Suppose ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଗୋଟେ ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କର ଏମ୍ପ୍ଲୟି, ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ? We all belong to a bank. ତ କାଲି ଆମ RM ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି କାଲକାଟା, ତ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କଣ କହିବି? I got a mail right now from a regional office that RM is coming tomorrow. So do come at 9 o'clock. Do come. ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଆସନ୍ତୁ, ଏଇ ନଆସାର କରିବନି। ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ RM ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି, ଆଚ୍ଛା ମୁଁ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କହିଥାନ୍ତି, କେମିତି କହିଥାନ୍ତି? ଲାଇକ୍ RM ଖାଲି ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି, ଭେରି ଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ଲୋକ, 5 ମିନିଟ୍ ଡେରି ହେଲେ ତମକୁ ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲେନେସନ ଦେବା ପାଇଁ ପଡିବ, କାଲି ସମସ୍ତେ ଆସିବ। All the things, that is a story actually I'm making out of nothing. କିନ୍ତୁ ଯଦି ମୁଁ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ଇଂଲିଶରେ ପ୍ରଫେସନାଲ ଇଂଲିଶରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କହିବି do come, ଅର୍ଥ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଆସନ୍ତୁ। must do what must ଲଗାଉଛନ୍ତି, that is something called use as a more than, here it is called do as a emphatic form। ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ମୁଁ ଏଠି ଲେଖିଛି, I like your jacket, I do like your jacket। ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ do like ତାମାନେ ମତେ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଭଲ ଲାଗେ। ଆପଣ ମାନଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ଲାଇକ ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ସୁଇଟ୍ସ ଖାଉଛନ୍ତି, ରାଇଟ? ତ ମୁଁ କହିବି ସାର୍ ହାଉ ଇଜ ଦ ସୁଇଟ୍ସ, ଡୁ ୟୁ ଲାଇକ ଇଟ୍? ଆପଣ କହିବେ ୟେସ୍ ଆଇ ଲାଇକ ଇଟ୍। ଇଟ୍ସ ନର୍ମାଲ ଇଂଲିଶ। ମୋମେଣ୍ଟ ଆପଣ ତାପରେ ସ୍ଟ୍ରେସ୍ ଦଉଛନ୍ତି, ହଁ ମତେ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଭଲ ଲାଗୁଛି, ବଡି ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେଉଛି, ହଁ ବଢିଆ ଲାଗୁଛି, ଦେନ୍ ୟୁ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ସେ ଲାଇକ ଦିସ୍, ଡୁ ଲାଇକ ଇଟ୍। Look so tired, he look so tired, I saw you in the market, I did see you in the market। ମୁଁ ତମକୁ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଦେଖିଛି ସେଇଟା, ହଁ ମୁଁ ତମକୁ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଦେଖିଛି। Must you, I have seen you, all the things you say 100% things, nothing, use the simple word do, did or that and that's it। ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଏଠି ଏଠି ଛ ଅଛି, ତ ଛର ମାନେ past tense ହଉଛି, ଛ ମାନେ did ସେଠି ଲଗେଇବେ, I did see you, ତାର ଅର୍ଥ ମୁଁ ତମକୁ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଦେଖିଛି 100%। ଆପଣ କହିବେ ଏଇ ଜିନିଷ ମୋ ସହିତ ମତେ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଘଟିଛି, it did happen to me। That is how you are supposed to improve your communication। ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଜିନିଷଟି ଆମେ ବ୍ୟବହାର କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି, ବିକଜ ଆମର ତ ଗୋଟିଏ ଜିନିଷ ଅଛି ଆଉ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଲେସନ, that's the only thing we can ଆମେ ପାରି ହେଇଯିବା, but it is not going to help you anymore। ଆପଣ ଦେଖିବେ କଣ ପାଇଁ ନା ଗୋଟେ ଇଂଲିଶ ମିଡିୟମ ଗୋଟେ ଓଡିଆ ମିଡିୟମ ବହି ଆଣୁଛନ୍ତି, ହେଲ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ହେଭେନ୍ ଡିଫରେନ୍ସ। ମୁଁ ଏଠି ମିଡିୟମ କଥା କହୁନି, ମୁଁ ଟକିଂ ଅବାଉଟ ଦ ଇଂଲିଶ। ଇଂଲିଶ ଟା କୋଉଠି ନା ଇନ ଓଡିଆ ମିଡିୟମ, ଇଂଲିଶ ଇନ ଇଂଲିଶ ମିଡିୟମ, ତା ଭିତରେ ଯୋଉ ଡିଫରେନ୍ସ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ, I am not against Oriya culture, I am not because ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ କହୁଛି ନା ଆପଣ, I am a proud product of ଓଡିଆ ମିଡିୟମ। ମୁଁ ଏବେ ବି କହୁଛି ଓଡିଆ ମିଡିୟମରେ ଯଦି ଇଂଲିଶରେ ସେମାନେ ଠିକ ଭାବେ ଆମ ସରକାର ଯଦି ଟିକେ ଦୃଷ୍ଟି ଦିଅନ୍ତେ, ଆମେ ସବୁ ବ୍ରିଲିଆଣ୍ଟ ହେଇକି ବାହାରିଥାନ୍ତେ। ଆଉ ଏବେ ଆଗ ପିଢି ମଧ୍ୟ ବ୍ରିଲିଆଣ୍ଟ ହେଇ ବାହାରନ୍ତି, but that's the problem, either teachers are incompetent or the syllabus is outdated, and this is the outdated model and we are trying to be super fluent in the market, it's not right। So you understood right now this one, everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what exactly, take a screenshot। This is something called how exactly you can use whenever it comes to
Do auxiliary screenshot.
auxiliary। Yeah.
Do auxiliary screenshot.
Okay। Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me, everybody? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes,
1 minute। Okay, let me okay, so what is more important, this is something called how exactly you are going to speak English। तो अपन देखी पहले some changes is there or not, अपन कौन feel को, is there or not, अनिकेत sir? Don't you feel some changes are there even a small verb?
Yes, sir.
So that is the thing. So এই ଜିନିଷଟା ଆପଣ ଟିକେ implementation କଲେ it's very easy to implement. ଆପଣ ଯଦି ଭାବୁଛନ୍ତି it's difficult, I don't think it's that much of difficult. It is all about understanding the situation and trying to use it accordingly. ଏମିତି ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଛୋଟିଆ ଜିନିଷଟେ ଆମକୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆଗରେ ମୁଁ ଯଦି ମାନସ ସାର୍ଙ୍କୁ ପଚାରିଥାନ୍ତି, ଅନନ୍ତ ସାର୍ଙ୍କୁ ପଚାରିଥାନ୍ତି, ମ୍ୟାମଙ୍କୁ, ବାଦଲ ସାର୍ଙ୍କୁ, ସାର୍ ଡୁ ଲାଇକ୍ କମ୍ପ୍ୟୁଟର? ୟେସ୍ ସାର୍। କିନ୍ତୁ ୟେସ୍ ସାର୍ଟା କାହିଁକି ସାର୍? ବିକଜ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ସାର୍ କିଛି ଭୁଲ ନାହିଁ। ଲେଟ୍ ମି ଟ୍ରାଇ ଟୁ ଅଣ୍ଡରଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଡ। I never blame you because we all are a part and parcel of certain system. ଆମେ ଯେମିତି କହୁଛେ ଏନଭାରମେଣ୍ଟ ଯେମିତି ହବ ପିଲାମାନେ ସେମିତି ବାହାରିବେ। ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଘରେ ଯେମିତି ଏନଭାରମେଣ୍ଟ ଅଛି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଛୁଆ ମାନଙ୍କର ଏନଭାରମେଣ୍ଟ ସେଇ ଅନୁସାରେ ତାଙ୍କର ବଢିବ। ତ ସେମ୍ ଥିଙ୍ଗ ଆମର ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ହଉଛି we are good at mathematics। ଆପଣ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ବହୁତ ଓଡିଆ ମିଡିୟମ ପିଲା, I myself a science student also। ତ ତ ଲାଇକ୍ ଆମେ ଓଡିଆ ପିଲାମାନେ ଯେତେ ସବୁ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଦେଖିବେ ତାଙ୍କର ସାଇନ୍ସ ବଢିଆ ହବ, ମାନେ ଭଲ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ କଥା କହୁଛି। and everything is good, but when it comes to English ମାର୍କ ରଖିବାରେ ଧୁରନ୍ଧର ଆମେ 50, 90। but when it comes to actual spoken English or written English ଆମେ ଟିକେ ଡରି ଯାଆନ୍ତି। ମାନେ ଯେତେ ବି ଭଲ ପିଲା ହଉ like 90% percentile ରଖୁଥିଲେ ଟିକେ ଡରି ଯାଏ because of the fact that ଆପଣ believe କରିବେନି, there was a doctor just 3 months before there was a SCD ଗୋଟେ ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ଜଣେ ପାଇଥିଲେ, very young like ମାନେ ବୋଧେ 19 ବର୍ଷର, ଜଷ୍ଟ ବାଲେଶ୍ୱର ଜଣେ ପିଲାଟେ। ତ ଲାଇକ୍ ଦଶମରେ ତାଙ୍କର ବୋଧେ 12 ସିରିଏଲ ଥିଲା, ମାନେ ଅଲ ଓଡିଶାରେ, ଓଡିଆ ମିଡିୟମ and brilliant student ମଧ୍ୟ +2 ରେ rank holder 8 ନା 9। and ମୁଁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ପଚାରିଲି ଗୋଟେ ସ୍ପେସିଫିକାଲି ଯେ ଆପଣ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଲାଇକ୍ ମେଡିକାଲ ପାଇଛନ୍ତି and you are very young also, ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ବ୍ରିଲିଆଣ୍ଟ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ, ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ପଚାରିଲି କେତେ ମାର୍କ ଆପଣ 600 ରୁ ସାର୍ ମୋର 590 ସମଥିଙ୍ଗ ଲାଇକ୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ସେ କୁହନ୍ତି ଏମିତି ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ। ବଟ୍ ଦ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ଇଜ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଲାଇକ୍ ୱାଇ ୟୁ ଆର୍ ନଟ୍ ଏବୁଲ ଟୁ ସ୍ପିକ୍ ଇଂଲିଶ। ଏଇ ଜିନିଷ ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ମତେ ସବୁ ଘୋଷିକି ମୁଁ ମନେ ରଖେ। ତ ଏଇ ଜିନିଷଟା ମୁଁ ଜାଣିପାରୁନି। I'm talking about 3 months before, like something happened. Right now, they completed the course and are not with me right now. So that is how it happens. ତ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କହୁଛି ଆପଣ କିଛି ଚେଞ୍ଜେସ୍ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, then it is going to help you out. Okay. Any further question? ଆମେ next segment ରେ କାଲି we are going to learn something called have verb and also get verb. So have verb ଟା ସାରିଦବା because I'm having meal, I'm having my breakfast, I'm having a meeting tomorrow. ତ have ଟା କେମିତି ବ୍ୟବହାର ହଉଛି, କୋଉ ଜାଗାରେ ବ୍ୟବହାର ହଉଛି, so we are going to focus on that. Any further question? Anybody?
Hello.
Sir,
No, sir.
Sir, I could not attend your class for 50 minutes. I had some work. I
yes,
I was at my office.
Okay, fine, sir. Not an issue. You can
Sir,
take the recording.
Sir, I need today videos. Please send me a WhatsApp, sir.
Oh, I'll be sending, sir. I'll be sending. Okay, don't worry. I'll be sending. Okay. Now clear to everybody. Manan sir, Anand sir, Aniket sir, Itisri ma'am, Badal sir, Devjani ma'am, Pooja ma'am, everybody.
Yes,
Clear?
sir.
Clear? Itisri ma'am. So that would implement karantu. You are going to get a lot of things. Okay. Thank you and good day.